Hello everybody and welcome to the Cone Racing League. We are here today for Assetto Corsa, not the usual F1 site of F1. You've got me as your comms today. I'm Malone in the commentary box. Round 2 at Misano, however you say it. I should have checked beforehand, but here we are. Not a circuit I've ever driven before, so I've been watching the cars drive around in free practice. Not a game I've ever commentated on before. So please let me know if the audio balance is off, if I'm missing any tips or tricks that I should be doing. Yeah, qualifying just getting underway now. We've got Harry Palmer, first man out on track in that 2020 AMG Mercedes. He's coming back after P6 at Nürburgring, so 24 points. Looking good for his start of the season, maybe hoping for more, maybe pretty happy with that result. Just hoping to do equally as well again. Looking forward to seeing how this all goes. You'll pretty probably notice that I do not have any cameras on this game, so apologies in advance. It doesn't seem too good. Here we go, coming round the final corner to start his lap time off the watch from the chase cam. 30 cars here, some of them, of course, still in that pit lane. A very, very busy track. Harry getting himself a start on a free road. Going to be a boat there to help. Of course, got a few cars around the outlap. Ferrari off to the left there. Track difference, of course. Needs to get the tyres up to temperature first. I don't know what Mercedes is like all the time. We'll see. Looking at that, it's a huge amount of track space. That's the benchmark is going to set ahead to the rest. Second sector, just 3 sectors. A fairly short first sector. Run down the first chicane. Plenty of overtaking opportunities. Good track this one. F1's never been here. Formula 2, MotoGP, plenty of touring cars. I forget what WEC used to be called. That's been here in paths to this Italian circuit. The Italians are very good making cars and circuits. Good at the motorsport thing. The only Mercedes here, very well. We'll see how he manages the end of the time he sets and where he's going to end up. So rounding the final. Oh, sorry, don't have to say yet. Rounding the penultimate. Now coming towards the final corner. Next running down to start from the straight. Where is he going to be? What time is he going to set? Here we go towards the line. Leads us off at 35.7. Okay, well from what I've heard, that is not too shabby a lap. 74 driver next to the line though on board with Hell. Actually, Dodds here. He's going at the end to stay on board with him. I do not know the best way. I think I'm almost better showing it from this angle here. So yeah, Crosby there straight to the front, 34.4. Now from what the driver was saying beforehand, that is an incredibly fast time. Set here by Dodds, number 15 and number 25 to the line. The number 25, Jacob, he's straight up. P2, 5,000 shy. That's going to be annoying. Just missing out there on the last Thursday. He's a little further back, trying to find her number 19 as they made it to the line. Yep, number 19, Hobson, he goes into P5. Okay, so you will have to bear with me. Next man, Jenkins, he shot comes to the line. Another Ferrari on board. He has put it up. Where is that car? P10, slowest time thus far. So of course, plenty of time left to improve throughout the rest of the session. 15 minutes of the session. 5 minutes down thus far. 619 car, 619. And the BMWs, Hill. Was that just about a second there? I think may have been okay. Right, I'm just going to hop on the car. Obviously, in start this lap, follow him around, follow him through. Keep an eye on that time on board. It is Nathan, the front currently. I missed his lap time. Both Nathan and Rev. So faster time, 34.0, so nearly in the 33s there. Said in the statement, Nathan Booth, the man who set the pole last time around at Nürburgring. No, Nathan won it. Absolutely, Nathan came P9 despite getting pole. Will be looking to do better than last time. Last week's race winner, Jay Garrett, still in the pit lane. I think the only driver who They actually see there on the map, just leaving the pit box. Now that number 12 car. So he's going to be one to keep an eye on. No idea where he qualified last week. Looking forward to see what they'll do for Ferrari. Got very, very strong one here. So strong, in fact, that some drivers complaining about the fact no extra weight to put in that car. Top two cars both currently in, oh my goodness, 33.4 from Nathan, hugely ahead of the rest of the field. P2 down to P5, barely a tenth and a half separated them, and then Nathan's just 9 tenths ahead of the rest of the field. My goodness, Misano cut above the rest. Mitchell crossing the line, 3 seconds down, 666. Revel not improving his time around. And then here we go, Robert's man on board with what he's going to manage. He's up to P7. 134.7 from him. He was strong last time. Round P2 in the race. Again, no idea where he qualifies. A little bit of slipstream perhaps here. Maybe too far back. Number 13 man, where was he ending himself up? The answer is, I think he was on an outlet. Nice. Right, I want to hop on board then with Garrett here. I believe he is on an outlet. He was last week's race winner. He's shown us some very, very good pace. I keep that same beginneriness on this game. Spectate this driver here. First lap of the session, actually pretty much half the session has gone away, but that might not be a problem if you were just that fast. You can see here, because we now closing down soon, right into 33s, we're certainly not far off, it's 33. Top three drivers, 3 different cars, and as I say that, never mind the 101 from Shamo immediately into the 130. No, he's not, still not in the 133, so he's still 300ths faster than the BMW and Ferrari front row lockout for the moment. 7 minutes left to go on the clock. All half the session is down. Just 5 sector left to go for this man. 1 round down, he's the one leading the championship. A little bit of traffic ahead of him. Aston Martin ahead, is that? Or is that BMW? That is Aston Martin. I think it looks like an Aston Martin. I may not be mistaken. Here we go, Ferrari, the 296 rounding final left-hand corner. Where is he going to end up? What's it going to be from this man? It is... Where is he? Is he invalidated somewhere without me noticing? Quite possibly, yeah, he is. No time yet set from him. 4 drivers yet to set a time. But Jenkins way down there in 1. What lap time is that? I think that would be 8 from him, showing the split. Nathan here going back out on track. So interesting to see how he manages. Can he improve any further, or is he maxed out already? Is he done for the session? Hang on, we've got a bit of racing going on already. The 777 Ferrari having a bit of fun with the McLaren there. She'll get in a bit on track action when the S starts. Yet from this man, I am not sure. Do actually, yes, we do. Sorry, my bad. Last lap. Can I see? Oh yeah, top left. Excuse me, adapting to the game. that's not really going to be an improvement. Just in the round where he set himself up for another one, which fuels the drive in hard. That should be enough for his drivers. They know what they're doing. So, fairly decent times. This time he's going to be pushing these down to P4. If someone has usurped his P3, that's Revel. The driver just sneaking into the 33s. We'll get 33.9 from him. So here we go with 33.8 enough to work with 33.4. One needs a lot of time here. 2 tenths gets him one place, 3 tenths gets him another, but over time, so we want to be running for. See what we can do. Remains fourth in the 10th left to go for that. It's a small moment there, and that's cost him all that improvement he had. He had that 1 tenth. He's now lost a couple of tenths from that one mistake, spiralling down now, putting him off the line where he wants to be. The person that's tight temps as well. I think that's not going to be an improvement. We'll hop back then, see what other drivers are doing at the moment. I have no idea if there's a logic changing between camera angles. Apologies for that. Only one man yet to set lap time. It's not look like he's anywhere near to setting the lap time. Apart from the lap that does not seem to be going anywhere. Let's see. When we've got top 18 drivers within 2 seconds. Still race, I think, drivers. 29 race laps for years, I believe. Let's get underway, so we're going to go to 28 with management to stop the CRL was not do that. Some change of tyres at some point during the race. There's always going to be the risk picking up a drive through if you push that bit too hard at pit entry. Shall see how that goes out. I'm very quiet led to the game. Okay, thanks for letting me know. I will adjust my mic sensitivity. Right, hopefully that has now improved my mic sensitivity. Apologies for that brief pause as qualifying is now over. It's what can drivers get left. Jay Garrett, another man into the 133, is a Ferrari 1, 2, 3 for the moment. Is Revel on a lap? He's got a couple of corners left to go, the 36 and the 95 ahead of him. Well, none of those guys particularly near the top. Cole Paradox, one of them, he's way down into one. No, he's into the pit lane actually for the 95 ahead. Don't know who that driver is. Jay Horlock. There we go. Revel not improving. So that BMW further down doing his best Light McQueen impression. Nathan towards the line, and he improves yet again. A couple tenths found, a 33.2. Is this man stoppable? At the moment it does not seem to be the case. Or any of the fast drivers still going out. We've got Chamo, Ferrari man, he's way up the order. Not able to hop on board. We'll have to watch him here from the menu. Last couple of corners, perhaps going to get done by the dirt. Yeah, I think Harry Palmer ahead of him, the only driver using a Mercedes. So hopefully not causing too much problems. Just staying within the white lines. He's 6 tenths back. Can he improve? Yes, he can. Up to P2. Tiny improvement, but it is enough to get him that P2, get him onto the front row. But either way, it is a Ferrari 1, 2, 3 lockout here for round 2 at Misano. And I'm looking forward to seeing what the race has to offer. Some of these drivers, I mean, ignoring Nathan, second way down through to P... Where even was it at? Right, 5 minutes before the session starts, let's have another look over that. These qualifying results, see how everyone did here. So yeah, second right the way down to P15. All within 1 second. It's just Nathan set in those purple sectors. He's just slightly faster everywhere. 10th and a half sector 1, a couple tenths sector 2, and another 10th sector 3 over that other Ferrari driver behind him. Of course, you can see the different ballasts going on here. Apparently the Lamborghini's got some helium to make it a little bit lighter than it would normally be without the bop kicking in. Not quite sure how that works realistically, but if the bop works, the bop works. You have to have a massive bag of helium, and hopefully it doesn't leak and you end up speaking high-pitched come the end of the race. Yeah, I'll do a quick full rundown of the order. So, Nathan Booth, of course, starting at the top, the pole man, back-to-back poles for him. Then Chamo, next driver, another Ferrari, followed by Garrett on the second row. Revel alongside him, the first non-Ferrari car being that McLaren 720S. Crosby P5 alongside Pell. Then the other Booth brother, Jacob P7, Small P8, So and Wittrup P9 and 10. You'll have to excuse my pronunciation. Roberts P11, Durston P12, Bacourt P13, Harry Palmer P14, Evans P15, Hobbsy P16, Longfellow 17, Horlock P18, Fisher, Brooks finishing out that top 20, then 4-star Cole Paradox, Paul Kinnan, we'll find out as Nathan in the chat, hello, Mitchell P24, Mr. Freefall or Dodds P25, Jenkins, Farrell, got some Ferraris towards the back as well, Hogben, and then Hill, the last drive to set time. Scarrett not setting a lap despite doing 4 laps. Yes, continual invalidations. And wasn't he the one who won Garrett won last week. Where is Jay Garrett? Last week's race winner. Where's he put himself? P3. Okay, he's making himself up towards the end. I know he gave himself less laps, just 6 laps compared to the others. Well, everyone else in the top 9 doing at least 8, if not 9 laps. Thank you, Nathan. Good luck with the driving. Hopefully you will not convert another pole position into a P9. I didn't catch last week's stream, so I don't know what happened from there. Just quickly had a look and saw you got pole, so back-to-back poles for you. Hopefully we'll see better this time around. So 2 minutes left of the session. So 30 seconds until we get underway. The formation lap going to start us off. And actually I'm going to hop on board with... Oh, no, I'm stuck in now. Okay, I was going to hop on board with the leader. I shall have to flick through until I can find said leader. There we go. There is the man, Nathan. Leading us around. I think the formation lap, certainly the practice race I did, took about 5 minutes. So strap in, prepare to hit some cars, rev their engine, and then look forward to the 45-minute race, the about 29 lap race. That's how much the leaders will be fueling here. But it does seem to be that Ferrari that has the dominance, but the Ferrari is the most popular car out of any of the possible options. Don't think we've got an exact number between the Ferrari and the McLaren. Would not be surprised if it is half the entire field, looking at what everyone has picked here on this spreadsheet. How this is going to pan out. So I should do my best while adjusting to the game. Nathan having to take his time. I think someone pick up a drive-through last week for jumping the start. I cannot remember. So hang on, is that Rexy behind in the background? Actually, can't remember what was that. Pushing cautions. That'd be one of the Ferraris right fine. No, that's not Rexy. Shame. A nice mix of liveries. I think some of the drivers just sticking to the default, some of them making their own liveries, having a bit of a play. I don't know what the livery creator is like in ACC. Very new to the game myself. Now getting near that last final sector. A couple more corners to go, and then the roll and start. The start of that 45-minute countdown. All 30 drivers ready and raring to go. Nathan, the leader of those front three Ferraris. The Swedish driver alongside him, with that outside line for turn one. So here we actually going to get to the start line first. Shortly, here we go. Not on the power just yet. When's the green flag going to drop? And it's lights out and away we go here for round two at Misano. Nathan with the inside line, and he's got a good getaway behind him. The driver P3, that blue Ferrari. Not such a good getaway there. The McLaren pulling alongside a little bit. We've got contact. Huge contact. Chamo, I think, gone already. Way off into the barrier. We'll see where he rejoins, but it is Nathan holding on to that lead for the moment. Garrett just behind, slotting in Revel. He's moved himself up into pit window opening. Of course, the mandatory tyre change later on. I have no idea what the numbers on the side are doing, but it is still Nathan who leads us here in this first sector. Is having a little look there as Garrett nearly clipping the rear of Nathan. Oh, and actually he's got him while I've not been looking. No, Nathan send back up the inside. These two still early days, 45 minutes, going to get cars to the end undamaged. They are making this look like it's a complete piece of cake. Not pulling away from the rest of the field just yet, but Nathan with the inside, these two fighting away here. Front three pulling a bit of a gap to the rest of the field. Not a huge gap just yet, of course, only one lap down, and actually that other McLaren. Jacob, where's he come from? He was way down in the qualifying, I think about P8, so he's made some very good moves first up. Maybe that showing the number 19 is a long way down. Don't believe it was the 19 was involved in that collision on the first chicane there. Actually, it's Hobbs, you can see that. Hobbs in that McLaren. Ran into some issues. Here we go, Nathan showing that motivation, starting to inch away. Garrett knew he had to try and make a move on that first lap, and he did, but Nathan got him back. And now just starting to build that gap up bit by bit. The thing with Misano is that lots of straights, lots of slipstreams were picked up throughout the race. Plenty of opportunities to hold on low through these corners. getting the better exit. He does seem to have more confidence in the car for the moment. Qualifying, of course, can boost his confidence. Let's have a look elsewhere, see if we have any other battles going on. Way down here, P22-23 up the inside. Here goes Polkinen. It's alongside here with Dawes. Now he's got the Audi picked. Nice overtake up the inside, no switchback to be had. Now possibly under threat from behind him. Settling in, has managed to get that overtake complete. So randomly throwing onto a car back towards the front. And there's Jacob here in P4. Not quite going to be on the same raw pace as these guys at the front. He'll be happy to have a bit of clean air ahead. Maybe going to have to worry about defending though. Pell behind. Shows some good pace last week. Did he? No, Pell didn't. Pell finished P20 last week. Showed good pace in qualifying. Looking to improve from that. P20 last week, all the way up to P5 at the moment. Okay, so that is a driver. He used to run into some issues last week. So going to have a little look here at the spread. So it is, of course, Nathan with the fastest lap. You can see these here intervals are there any good battles going on further down. There appears to be something good going on here for P15. Bear with me 1 second. That is not P15. What have I done wrong? No, I know what I'm doing. Okay. Let's try and find that battle. So here we go. Fisher is involved in the battle here alongside 4-star, the Bentley and the BMW, two of the cars always joked about being nice and wide boys. Bentley is picking up with Mount Panorama. I'm sure they just decided to stick the car in the track. No one able to get past through that section here at Misano. Quite a wide track, a lot to work with. The side-by-side here through that right-hand kink. Holding on for the moment. Is 4-star going to break late? No, he's not. Backs out but goes wide. Does Fisher, and that might be a track limits warning there. Potentially a place you could have gained time. Not sure if we did gain any time. Breathing through here. 2 laps down onto lap 3 for these drivers. So let's see any other on track battles going on. Lap number 1, here we go. All contact there, off in wreck, completely off the track, off into the gravel. Luckily keeping it out the wall. We're going to go a long way down the order either way. I think this is a Spanish driver. Certainly one of the reserves for this week. Yeah, Spanish driver. That's another yellow on the head. That's 65. 65. That is Pell, the driver who commented on was P5 earlier, finished P20 last week, and again more trouble this week, plummeting down the order. That's 2 big accidents in just a matter of 1 lap. You can see the mini-map, that spread of field. I wonder if there's going to be an attempt to repair damage here. Under pressure now, actually, from the other car. The 2 cars that both had incidents this lap, now side by side this time round. Inside, there we go, the BMW through on the Lamborghini. Now the driver's going on to the ball. There you go, switchback. Maybe is going to happen. It appears to not be the case. The BMW does come out on top here. 3 laps in already. Action chaos. Plenty up and down the field. there we go, and here's the battle I was looking for. It's actually side by side a bit argy-bargy here. I don't know what you call the group of BMWs, but here's what the group of BMWs looks like. There's a little bit of contact there between the 98 and the 212, and that has allowed the Selby car, the 95 Morlock. He's managed to get both of them. They're busy battling. He says, yes, please, and thank you. I will have both those positions. As the gaggle of BMWs continues to battle away, and then 4-star, he's having a little look. Man started a bit further down the order, but that is contact, and that's 4-star sending himself around. Or is he completely around? I do not think. Oh, managed to hold on there, but still dropping himself down a few places and going to compromise his race in the long term. You don't win the race in lap 1, but you can certainly lose it in lap 1. And they're on lap 4 now, but even then, it's still a long way left to go of this race. Not even 10 minutes down yet, just 4 laps have gone past. The driver was able to take advantage of 4-star's mishap. Anyone yet to do the mandatory stop, so we can hop on board with any of the leaders. Small is a little way down, 5 at the moment. You can see that gap is starting to just build and build away from him. I think 5 seconds down off the leaders now after 5 laps, with a lap a second. That's potentially going to be half a minute across the course of the whole race. Pit stops and other things accounted for. Of course, anything can happen and everything will happen. However, that driver, a bit of time to relax in clean air. Another driver here, Brooks in clean air, sitting P11. Not much action going on here. So let's hop on board those 2 leaders. Look like they're having a bit of a battle, but never mind. We found ourselves another battle here for P17. 3 cars getting involved, and no, we've got a pitter. Driver we saw contact with earlier, the number 19, is that 2 cars into pits? Oh no, sorry, the 152 and the 88 both coming into the pits here. As Garrett phasing out of existence briefly, but he's now back and still on the tail of Nathan. I mean, look at that, just using all of the track. There's always going to be that pressure, just staring down. One small mistake that is not yours anyway, so it's taking place. Drivers, the strategy is to get to of course undercuts can become quite powerful at a track like this. Nathan still just holding it strong at the moment. No real massive threat. Got battles going on elsewhere. We've got Jenkins coming in doing a stop here, number 7. He's going to drop him way down the field. Perhaps a bit early to pit your tyres. Going to start to feel it towards the end of the race if he is in this early, but of course you've got to try something fancy to gain a few places. You've got a side-by-side going on here. Cole Paradox and Pell the man. We know he's got the pace. We saw him up in P5 earlier, looking to go the long way around, and you know what? Might just make it work. There you go, the Lamborghini through. Up into P16, it was not wants to be not where he was earlier. Progress is progress, and you cannot complain about that. And look at the height difference of those two cars. The BMW looming behind that Lamborghini. Further back, a couple of BMWs here. There do seem to be a lot of BMWs in kind of pockets. I feel like I need to invent a word for what a group of BMWs would be called, because it certainly had plenty of uses so far this race. The number 7 coming out of the lane on the lap. Down there, you can see in the background, they're slotting to the track just ahead of Pell. For the battle we just had a quick look at. We do got another battle between two BMWs. Orlock, Longfellow. Sketchers BMW hoping to run away a little bit faster, perhaps not able to when you're under so much pressure here. Trying to slip in. So you can see there that car in the rear window. Just yet. Right on the tail, still not getting the move done. Longfellow is reminded him he's going to try and lead him into a mistake eventually. Will we, however, see the undercut? Expected to be about 14 laps of drivers midfield and back, I would say, with 8 laps left to go. Sorry, 8 laps done. Wait, am I doing my maths wrong? I think I must be doing my maths wrong. Oh yeah, sorry. Yeah, 28 laps total, so it would be about lap 14 where these guys will be pitting. These two are starting to split up a little bit more. It's actually, yeah, we've just hopped a bit on the driver. So here, Spaniard has now fallen the lap down. 3, if I'm not mistaken, to serve the mandatory tyre change pit stop requirement. See the two leaders ahead having a little battle or squabble up the road as we hop aboard here. Battle for P19. Here we go. BMW, Ferrari, BMW. Who is it going to be at the moment? Hogben holding on. Ferrari, Bob seeming to slightly favour it at a track like this, and goes deep. Does the BMW? Ferrari a chance to pull back in alongside. Has it happened? Not just yet. Ferrari not the fastest exit, not opening up the corner quite as much as they could have done. Hogben not even picking up points last time around. The Ferrari behind Polkinen did pick up a P12. It's a bit of dirt picked up from the car ahead there, the number 7. I think it's a lap down. Yeah, Jenkins. Expect a slower pace, these two soon to be catching up with that car. So here we go, Ferrari. He's having a look again, but has not quite got the speed. He's just set it up a few more corners, all just under that much more pressure, but he really wants to get past this Ferrari. by that car, and we found another three-way battle. In fact, it's all like a Longfellow again, though this time a third BMW of Fisher joining in. Excuse me, my voice trying to go on me. Deep as Longfellow. Fisher looking for the cutback. He has certainly got it. Happened to be 12 for that BMW driver there, nearly over rotating the car. Actually, these two squabbling a little bit has allowed Horlock to pull away. He's got a 1 second gap to Fisher now. Might be enough to take the pressure off to allow him to pull further and further away. Starting to see more pit stops now. The 22, the 777, both into the pits. And the lead is going to be pitting anytime soon. 2-1, here we go back to our front two again. These two close, still half a second separating them. Rebel falling 3.5 seconds back, and as I mentioned that, yeah, Garrett is into the pits, the first one to blink. 19 minutes down on from race so far, 26 more to go, gives him about 25 laps stint, pit stop accounted for. Tyres are not quite going to be as strong as his main rival, but here we go, pulling into the grid box. We'll see where he ends up. A few more rocking up now to the pits. That means Jacob inheriting P2 for the moment. The booths P1 and 2, 7.5 seconds separating the two of them. So we've ended up back on board with this BMW Ferrari battle still going on. P18, 19, and they're both going to move up a few positions once they've passed the pit lane. I think there's 4 or 5 cars in the pit lane now. P19 before he passes a lot of them, and then all the way up to P13. So 6 cars in the pit lane at the moment. Of course, it makes sense. Nearly half of the race drivers. That's why you want to swap equal use on both tyres. Both sets of tyres. And again, BMW going deep. Ogben is a stop-go penalty picked up for the 777. Mitchell, 30-second stop-go. What did that man do? Don't know, but here we go. Ogben, he's looking to do something here. Looking to absolutely send it, possibly making contact there with the Ferrari, showing him the corner. There's the number 20 picking up a stop-go penalty as well, speeding in the pit lane. You hate to see it. BMW really struggling on the brakes, struggling in the corners, but just seems to be so much faster out of the corners. Holding off Volkinen. I need to find out which driver this is so we can avoid saying. Oh, it's IRT Kenny, okay. Finnish driver, well, that makes sense with the name. Here we go, can go for this lunge into turn 1. It's a tricky place, it's an awkward chicane. Looks to the inside, looks to the outside, blocked on both counts there. BMW perfectly moving over when he needed to get in that overtake. Or blocking that overtake, I should say, stopping it from happening. But are we going to see Hogman go deep again out of the 89, these two, and so many other drivers hitting nose up the inside. I think in terms of traction it's going to be tricky, yeah, and backs out of it in the end. Does not want to go too wide through there. Hogman going massively wide through there. Let's see who is still leading. Yeah, top 10 cars. Still yet to serve their pit stop. Garrett here, P11, well, he is the lead car who has served his pit stop. Nice clean air at the moment. That going to change once all the others have come into the pit lane. And yeah, Nathan, our lead car's pit, as has Jacob, as has Horlock. I think most of the front runners come into the pits. We'll see when Nathan comes out of the track. Expect him to be in the lead, possibly behind the other light blue Ferrari. So obviously joining the back of this battle between Finn and BMW. No, never mind, two of them into the pits. All these guys at the front coming into the pits, and that's the last of the drivers who are yet to come into the pits. Ogben being one of the few promoting himself up P4 because of it. Actually, possibly going to come out side by side with the 31 and the 20. Just sneaking ahead of those two cars behind him, but they're going to be much faster on pace. Never mind, no, they're not. That is a lapped car with a drive-through sitting behind him now. Should still be faster than those cars. It's Fisher, Longfellow, those two were back in earlier. Now P1 and P2 as they are yet to serve their pit stops. 24 minutes down, 21 minutes to go as another drive through for the 666 track limits picked up there. Right, now my question is, yes, Nathan is behind Jay Garrett. He's a couple of seconds behind. I'll see if I can hop on board with any of those. Please, there we go. As you can see, these are our two our two net leaders. Garrett pitted early, he had those fresh tyres. Nathan, of course, though, had the clean air, didn't have to fight through, and towards the end of the race, the tyres can come more and more in favour of Booth behind. There's a couple of drive-throughs coming through there on the side. Is that the second drive-through for the 777? Or was it the 666 before? See here, guys ahead. Longfellow is into pits. Another driver though, still Hogben, still not pitted. Does he know there's a mandatory stop, or is he just trying to go all the way here? Three drivers, the front three drivers, all still yet to pit. So we're braving it out there on the track that bit longer. Possibly going to backfire, but of course it does give the clean air to some extent. So here we go now. Fisher is going to be giving all these guys around the flag. Polkinen, Finn here, holding up. Leaders, of course, they're not the net leaders, but they are still the leaders. Does he know there's a car behind him? He is racing for position though, ahead with Hobbsy and Dodds. So of course that's going to put him under a bit less pressure. But we're serving his drive-through fairly soon anyway. The 666 serving the drive-through. Is this Ferrari. Fisher still not beating Farrell behind. Track back, track 23. Final corner. Also still choosing not to come into the pits. Polkinen here, he's risking getting a penalty. The blue flag being out now, I imagine, almost for an entire lap. That seemed to be the word of the rule in CRL regulations. Fisher is now starting to pull away, possibly the frustration of being stuck behind cars at that point. Possibly just struggling with pace at the moment. Hello. Jenkins level Durston through, not sure why. Those two theoretically on track battle, they've both done a pit stop in 24-25, so an odd one there. Farrell, another one of the drivers, yet to see who come into the pit lane. He's just hanging on his first set of rubber. 16 laps he has done on these tyres, but you expect to only see 12, maybe 13 more laps. The man quite happily cruising around with his last lap of 37.2, although that is only 7/10 drift of his fastest lap. So maybe these conditions are still suiting him well. I'm sure a fresh set of tyres under the car is going to massively up the pace of that driver. So, is Fisher into the pit lane? No. Oh no, Fisher is into the pit lane. Fisher finally pulling into the pit lane. Farrell, though, still adamantly refusing to pull into the pits, can now claim himself. He was leading the race at 1.48 lap. Whether that's a good claim, if it ruins strategy or not, remains to be seen. Maybe this is the best strategy for him. The 36.8 he just set. So fairly good by the lap times he has been managing. Let's try and find some more track battles going on here. I'm going to have a look through this main menu here. So Garrett is going to be in with the fastest lap. Nathan just 1 second shy of him there. Fisher a few hours further down, all the drive-throughs further down. As I mentioned earlier, 27 drivers, still 27 drivers. Scarrett a long, long way down there. In the pits, I don't know if going anywhere in the pits at the moment. It seems to just be existing. Mitchell further down, but Nathan here starting to close on to the back of Garrett. If I can find either of the two drivers, that is Farrell, the man. Oh, quickly see, does Farrell pull into the pits this time around? There we go, half an hour on those tyres. Going to have twice as long this first set compared to his second set. But he is now finally pulling into the pit lane. He's held on to the tyres for a long, long time and finally accepted that he needs to get himself those new fresh tyres. Here we go, this lead battle, which is now for the lead and not just the net lead. You've got Garrett with track position, you've got Nathan, the tyres a couple of laps fresher, and also the extra pace we saw in him from qualifying. I've accidentally pressed on trigger, that is the wrong way, there we go. So Nathan, it's a tricky place to go for a move as he goes wide there, clattering over the curbs. And I reckon this guy's likely only doing... Can't see him doing 127 laps here. Calculator I saw them using at about 28-29 laps for some of the front runners. He's going wide there, defensive line for Garrett. He knows Nathan's a massive threat. He knows as soon as he's through, the game is probably over. Fresher tyres, more raw pace demonstrated in qualifying. Although having said that, Garrett's fastest lap is faster than the lap he managed to qualify by 3/10 if I'm not mistaken. Yes, not a clean quali lap managed, so instead he's showing them, you know what, I'm fast, I'll show you during the race. Still unable to get through. I wonder if he's waiting. I wonder if he's looking for where he's faster, where he's slower. Right, so nice map gag. Further down, just behind. I think they're a lap down. Yeah, here we go. Jenkins, Hobbsy, Polkinen. These three actually sitting just behind the car that they are a lap down on. Is there any backing going on here? Oh, a mistake there by the Ferrari. Can the McLaren take advantage? Not a massive mistake. Not really able to do much with it. Also, actually, again, Longfellow and Harlock seem to be stuck together with these BMWs. actually just dropped off the back of these two who was involved earlier, but of course he had such a late pit stop. Elongating the first Tyson means he's going to be faster now, but he was slower earlier. That's going to cost him a bit of time. Also going to keep an eye on that lead gap as the 23 picking up track limits. Well, that's Farrell down in P19. It's Warlock looking for the move. Is it on? Well, he's been blocked off. Does he go for the last minute lunge? No, he does not. Tricky place given each corner slower, but oh my goodness, a mistake there by Longfellow. That is Horlock through up into P11. That is also Longfellow picking up a drive-through. Track limits wanted getting Colty into the pits. No, he's not. He's under threat from Horlock. Losing 2 places almost back to back and now stuck in a sandwich. Look at this, getting so close here. These drivers, I'm going to try and get on board with someone involved with that. I can find one of the drivers. Here we go, Longfellow. He's going to have to serve that drive-through point up there. He's going to have to serve it fairly soon as well. Not wanting to suffer too long, way too long. 10 minutes left of the race. We'll lap in about 1:35s. Laps is that going to be possibly only 6 more laps. Quick bit of mental maths. Number 34, so number 23 further down, serving a drive-through. Right, and now I need to hop back on board with our 2 leaders. Are they still battling away? Yeah, they are. It's still Jay Garrett holding on, 8/10 actually, so not even like Nathan hounding at the rear of the car completely. Occasional bit of lag from Garrett, but does not appear to be too bad. The car just likes periodically vanishing for a little bit, but the man still holding on to that lead of 34.2 last lap round. It is still that Ferrari. In fact, Ferrari 1, 2, 3. I wonder how many Ferraris do we have at the front of the field? Let's have a look. It is just a 1, 2, 3. Crosby P4 in BMW. The 2 Booth brothers second and third for the moment, although Nathan is not here to finish P2. He is here for the win. He wants that win. Setting himself up that later pit stop. He knows his tyres are going to be better. He knows eventually Garrett's tyres are going to drop off. That gap now coming down to 4/10 with 9 minutes left to go. 9 minutes, that's about 6 laps here. So I think they are only going to get to the end of lap 27, borderline. I don't think they'll quite manage to start that 28th lap. Oh, here we go. Nathan's having a little looky up the inside. Has he kept his car there? Yes, he has. Is he going to complete the move? Looking to get it done. The switchback by Garrett. Contact between the 2. And that is Garrett round. Nathan taking out the driver fighting for the race win. The stewards are going to want to have a look at that. Cars a lap down, blue flagged. Who's managed to split up Hogman and Durston. But I imagine the stewards none too pleased by what went on there, and hard to say if it was Nathan's fault or if it was just hard racing where one of the cars got off worse from the contact. And that now brings Jacob into play. He's now sitting just behind the leader, I think. Is he on fresher tyres? I cannot remember when he pit compared to Garrett up ahead. one of them's Longfellow's fallen down the order, down to P18. He must have got involved in some sort of incident. He is, however, threatened from behind by Dodds, sitting just half a second back off of him. The only Audi driver on the field is Dodds. Camera angle. Hopefully that is a little better. Thank you for that rotation. Dodds, yeah, starting to fall back a little bit. That gap was half a second. Now right the way up to 1 second. He's going to keep on building and building. This Nathan, sorry, this Jacob Garrett battle is still going on, and that's now down to 4/10. Right, let's play the game, try and hop on board with one of those two drivers. There we go, on board with Booth, Jacob Booth to be more specific. He's hunting down, 4 minutes left on the clock here, not long now on the race. Actually fix it. I did. No, wrong button. Bear with me. Right. I'm going to slam that down even further. Hopefully it sounds better now. I'll stick the mic closer to my mouth now as well, but you may hear me breathing a little bit, so apologies for that. Hopefully an improvement to the sound quality. I'm completely winging this, so hopefully nothing too bad. A little better. Right, well okay, let's slam this right the way down. Was at 100, we'll stick it down to 35. People listening can turn up the volume. Hopefully the audio balance is sounding a little bit better now. In fact, I can barely hear the game now, I don't know. Not too loud there. Pick up from the mic. But it is still Jacob on the back. This fight for the podium. Nathan solidified himself into the lead. He's got 5 seconds to play with. Admittedly, that was from a contact. But it's these two here battling for podium. That P2, P3. If I remember rightly, 4 points separating them. It's whether you get 37 or 33 points here. But Garrett winning last time around. If he can hold on, even if he just holds on to the P3, he will still hold on to the championship lead. So looking good from him. It's only when I'm on board when it's too loud. Okay, well, that somewhat makes sense. That's when the engines are going to be too loud. I shall try to avoid doing that too much. But thank you for informing me of the non-optimal audio. So a minute 30 left on the clock. That should mean, I can't remember if you do a +1 at the end, but Nathan is not going to have time to get around to the flag 2 more times before the end of that timer. So next time he crosses the line, that time, there we go, yeah, leader on the final lap, last lap for these two. If Jacob Booth is going to make a move, he's going to have to be on this final lap. He knows that, that's his job here for the final. But actually, yeah, to be fair, I can hear the engine get louder. I'll avoid that camera angle. So here we go, but he's 6/10 back. He's a long, long way to gain here. Needs a mistake, and Garrett, he won last week, surely knows how to keep his head down, avoid any frustration. A long way adrift of Nathan up ahead, but it is looking to be a Ferrari 1, 2, 3, even if it's not the 3 that qualified 1, 2 and 3 at the start. And hopefully everyone has done their mandatory pit stops. Let's do a quick check. I would expect it to have been, yeah, apparently I haven't done my mandatory pit stop, but that should not be too much of a problem. So 7/10 back. Nathan up here in the lead in clean air. Went for that slightly later pit stop, a slightly longer first stint, not massively so. Caught up with Garrett, had the slight pace advantage, the contact benefiting him. He's here rounding the last couple of bends. Not the best result last week, but certainly the best result this week. Pole position, and then going on to win here in Misano, to win round 2 of the inaugural season of ACC. Garrett able to fend off a double podium for this man, and that is very, very good for him championship wise. Crosby next man, not too far off those two actually. They're battling, could have harmed them quite a bit more. Small next driver, he's in clean there, bit of no man's land here, not too much to worry about. He is quite happily safe in P5, as is the same here for the Porsche of Sohn, the number 15 coming across P6. A reasonable result, most definitely. Then Roberts next man, but we will hop on board here with these two. 152 actually got involved in trouble earlier on, so to pull it back up to P9, impressive there for the reserve driver. Revel just behind these two. They're all going to have a play in the sandpit at the end. Horlock P12, Brooks, Fisher crossing the line there. Any other last minute battles? Cole Paradox and Palmer for P16 here towards the back of the guys, finishing on the lead lap as Palmer goes over the curb, luckily not picking up a drive-through on the last few corners. That would be a right shame for him. Is it enough? It's going to be so close, but not quite enough as Cole Paradox holds on to P16. Palmer only going to finish 17. Longfellow and Dodds coming through the final corner, the last two drives to finish on the lead lap, and it is Dodds P19 in the end. Longfellow holding on to P18. There we go, there's our race. I should do a quick run down of the order. So you got fastest lap. I cannot remember if there is bonus points for it, but that ends round 2 of the ACC League here in CRL. So there we go, it was 28 laps in the end for our lead drivers. Nathan winning by a 6.2 second margin. Fastest lap going to Garrett, last week's race winner. Well, that's going to bump him all the way up to, I think, 79 points. I don't know if there's any other driver remotely close to that. Small, he's got a P2 and a P5, so that puts him on 64 if my maths is correct. So not too far adrift, but still a fair ways down. Yeah, anyway, I'll do a quick run through of the order. So Nathan with the win, as mentioned. Garrett P2, fastest lap, fending off Jacob despite the incident he got in earlier. Jacob P3, Booths both on the podium. Crosby P4, Small P5, P2 last week for him as well, so pretty good. As mentioned, I think P2 in the championship. So P6, Robert P7, Winthrop P8, McCord P9 and Revel P10. 10 there, last in the top 10. Then Pell, P11, was P5, got involved in an accident and gradually worked way back up the order. Horlock, part of the BMW horde, we saw battling plenty. Brooks, P13, Fisher, P14, another part of that BMW midfield horde. Then 4-star, P15, Cold Paradox 16th, Harry Palmer 17, Longfellow 18, Dodds P19, and Durston is 20th. Hogburn 21st, Farrell P22, Polkinen P23, Hobbsy P24, Mitchell, the last point there, P25, also finished P25 last week, so the man is certainly consistent, picking up a point each week. Jenkins not going to pick up any points for that one, and actually not finishing the race, so it is just the race finishers who get points here. And Scarrow P27, Hill P28, Evans P29, Chamo P30, and then actually I don't think he even started the race. No, what was it? He was right. Oh, he was the driver who got involved in that lap 1 first chicane incident. I don't know if that was a on-track quit or what, but certainly a shame for him to get involved in an incident so early on the race after such a promising qualifying session. And, I think I shall end the stream here. So thank you guys all for watching. Come back next week. It will not be me, but it will be a wet Silverstone. So if you like Silverstone, if you like a bit of British wet weather and you like a bit of chaos, well, it certainly sounds like the combination. 30 drivers at Silverstone in the wet. There's going to be some incidents. There's going to be a bit of chaos, and of course Silverstone, amazing for overtaking opportunities, pretty good for F1, even better in GT cars. Certainly a circuit I've been to quite a few times in my lifetime, and always a joy to watch cars go round there. But from me, thank you guys for watching, and come back next week for Silverstone.